Hello and welcome to Redmen TV. Jonathan here again. Not Chris, as you may have noticed from earlier, but isn't life wonderful when the Reds win? How good was that, folks? I mean, we spoke earlier on when I was doing the team announcement, how excited I was and how excited everybody was for that attacking lineup. And, you know, everything we hoped for came through. It was a composed, solid, very shrewd performance. We didn't go gung-ho. We didn't do all the mistakes we've done before previously. We were smart in our play. We kind of set back. We were composed. It's everything we could have asked for. And we just ripped them to bits in the counter. Like the pace we have in that team at the moment is just frightening. It really is. And we're a pleasure to watch. I know some people might prefer the heavy metal, you know, complete in your face football, but I really enjoyed that kind of smart, tactical, we'll sit in, we won't do anything crazy, we'll get our chance and we'll rip them on the break. And it was refreshing to watch. And, you know, since the shambles at Spurs, you know, we've completely got ourselves back on track. That's 3 wins in a row now. I know we didn't get the clean sheet today, but, you know, clean sheets are overrated, are they? I know. Yeah, look, it was close to the perfect performance there, and there was times we were one pass away, almost a pass away from being completely through on goal again, and getting a handful of more goals. You know, it was really composed, and like you go back to the first half, West Ham, they probably started the more aggressively. We were just smart. We sat in. Nothing really happens in the game. We're nice and composed. We don't leave any holes. We're nice and compact. They get a corner and we just break away, and the speed is just out of this world. Like Salah plays the biggest 1-2 in the world, and then watch the three of them come through, and then the run from Chamberlain just from right to left, just to even confuse the defenders even more. And Salah, it's not the most perfect finish in the world, but he gets the job done. He keeps it on the deck. We score one from the corner, and then you can argue was it intended, but it got there. We create havoc in the box and go to old Joel Strokes at home, beautiful finish. And you know, we go into half time then nice and composed, and the one thing we were asking for was that we didn't have a scenario where Andy Carroll came on and created havoc. Now he comes on at half time, and it gets a little bit edgy. When they score, it's funny. It's actually the small man that scores from it. It's a beautiful finish. Now you can argue maybe Gomez should do a little better, but you know, there's times like that you just have to kind of sit back and say, look, that's a wonderful piece of skill. It's a beautiful tidy finish. But what I loved then was the reaction. We just go straight down the pitch. Like Bobby, he just goes, look, right, we need to turn up a couple of gears here. We need to come through. He just goes on a big run and passes to Chamberlain. You know, hits the first one, gets a little look and tucks it away. And it's like 50 seconds or so later. And you know, that's the biggest relief in the world. You know, that for me strikes as a team that's, you know, that now gets it. And completely, like in the past, we may have had a situation where, you know, we'd let one in and then we were bombarded with the high balls, and they never really got to that stage where there was an aerial bombardment that we're really in struggle, or really struggled with. And then Chamberlain's goal, it just, you know, forgive the pun, but it just bursts all their bubbles, and it's brilliant. And then from there on, we're nice and composed. You know, we're effective, and what I really was the most pleasing was I felt if we needed to, we could have pushed on even more. Salah, like what can you say? If only that guy could finish. Hey, what a beautiful finish for the fourth goal. And it was a pleasure to watch the three guys. Salmanino, I think we call them, or some other joke name if you do become a combination of all three. But yeah, no, like what can you say? Manny coming back after 2 weeks early from injury to put in a performance like that. Bobby was immense. Salah, you know, not bad for a Chelsea reject, hey. You know, you look at midfield as well. You know, Chan was probably too slow and laboured in the first half, but he picked up the pace in the second half. Genie was kind of one of those games where I won't say he was invisible, because he wasn't. He was just quietly effective, particularly in the second half. You know, he's just those little runs away off the ball. They're just getting nicks in, getting tackles in. I thought he had a very shrewd game, and Chamberlain, Very surprised to see him start in midfield. Like many others, thought he was going to have to wait a bit longer to probably spend more time on the training ground with Klopp to play that midfield role, but he didn't, and he was brilliant, and he really was that box-to-box midfielder. He was that midfielder that kept doing that run from left to right, kept getting forward, and it showed a new kind of, you know, his fee, etc., was mocked for ages, but he's really settling into Liverpool life now, and it was his reaction to the goal was brilliant for me. You know, it really means a lot to him, and you could see just how pumped up he was. It was just great scenes there, and you know he's not, now. We've said for long enough we don't have a goal threat from midfield. Well, Chamberlain is the perfect guy there really for that. And you add in Coutinho, you add in Lallana to come back after the international break. All of a sudden, where things were kind of a little bit negative, now things are looking a lot more rosy. You look at the table now, even we're back up joint. I think we're in sixth, but on 19 points with a number of other teams that have to play each other tomorrow. So there's points going to be dropped either way tomorrow. You know, since that disaster at Spurs, you know, we've asked for 3 wins. We've got them. It's all we could have asked for. You can argue that the quality we've played, opposition that we've played, haven't been good, but you can only beat what was in front of you. And I thought today we showed another edge to ourselves, which was great to watch. Tom, we'll go through some comments here now, will we? I'll try and pull it up. And then shouting 2 there for me.
Ashkay Kulkarni, I think.
Okay.
Salah is now the highest scoring winger in Europe, one more than Neymar.
Wow. And look, the rate he's going, he's gonna push 25, 30 goals. He really is flying it at the moment. What can you say about the guy? And it's not just goals that he's adding to his team. He's not like a goal hanging striker that sits there and tips the ball in. He's just adding so much to the general play, and you know, he's just fitted in perfectly the club. Like I was pleased that we signed him this summer, but even I didn't think he would settle in that quick and be that effective. It was just brilliant. You know, he's just really settled into life, and long may it continue, because if we can get 25, 30 goals out of one of our wingers, it'll be brilliant, won't it?
I've got another one for you.
Okay, cool,
David Moorhead. If Klopp can improve Moreno as much as he has, can he not do that with the rest of our defenders? Hashtag trusting Klopp.
Trusting Klopp is right. Yeah, Moreno was excellent again today. Absolutely excellent. And it's got to a stage now where, you know, I think he's gone past the stage where you're waiting for him to make a mistake or whatever. Now he's just, I would say, our best defender at the moment. And probably Salah aside, has been our most consistent player this season, which I never thought I would say that. I, like many others, I was very vocal on Moreno. I thought from watching him last season, I thought he would never ever get back into the team again. There's aspects to his game now that he's doing that I didn't think he was capable of. I didn't think he had the football brain to do so. And they're small things. In the first half there, at one stage there's a West Ham counter-attack, and he comes across the right wing and clears it. And he's reading the ball along the line excellently. You know, these are things that I didn't think, and credit to him, he's had a complete renaissance, back in the Spanish squad now, and long may continue, because he's proven a very valuable asset to us. Let me see, is there anything else here? Hendo, where was Hendo? Look, it is what it is. There was definitely times in the first half I thought he would have been an addition to that team. Chan I thought he was a little poor and sluggish in the first half. Now, I know I said earlier he did pick it up in the second half, but you know, Hendo isn't done. Hendo was still a very quality addition to that team. Let's see what else. Julian Mull, it's all about the attitude. We look hungry again tonight. If we are like that, no one can stop us. Smiley face. Yeah, no, it's when we're on our game and when we're really aggressive, we are a match for anybody. Particularly when you add in the extra, like say the likes of the goal list is going to be at a back end to the team. You know, Lallana, Coutinho, even Henderson to a lesser extent back into that team. All things are good. Let's see what else. Owen Gallagher, it's great that the emphasis of a striker has been put on Salah's shoulders and the pressure that comes with it. But as long as he's banging in the goals as a winger, I'll be happy. Yeah, if he keeps on scoring and keeps on playing like that, we'll all be happy. And as I said, he's on par to hit 25, or sorry, not 35, I wish, 25, 30 goals. Okay, so we'll wrap it up there, folks. Subscribe to Redmen TV. I'll be back soon with the player ratings. This will also go out as a podcast on my our ARW Twitter page, so it's the official ARW. So give that a follow as well, and we will talk to you all soon. Up the Reds.